Give us a quiche. Welcome to Bake Off, it's Tart Week.
So today we are recreating an episode of Bake Off. Now I don't know if you've watched Bake Off before, flipping hope you have, because it's one of the most iconic television shows ever. Very calming, very wholesome, and I just love it, okay? And I would love to have been a contestant. Unfortunately, I am professionally trained, so I can't be, but we'll get over it. Maybe one day I can present it. I'm joking, I will never quite match up to Mel and Sue. Love those gals. So today I have picked one of the episodes where it was tarts. Now I picked this purely because obviously there's a lot going on right now and I wanted to make sure that there was no wastage. So I created things that I know I could either freeze or we could have for dinner and pudding. So it kind of is a bit better that way. Okay, so for the signature bake, we have to make a quiche. Now we have 2 hours to make this. Start now. So I'm gonna preheat the oven and we're gonna get the pastry on the go. Now for my pastry, I'm actually stressed already. Oh my gosh, imagine the first time going into that tent. So for the pastry, I'm actually doing an everything but the bagel pastry, which is where it has like seeds and flavours and stuff, which I could have kept pastry simple, but I thought why not give ourselves an extra challenge. It's going to be like a breakfast quiche, so I've never made this before. Obviously having to alter everything and make it dairy free. Please bear that in mind because there might be some slight hiccups along the way. Gotta get out the Lucky Flamingo measurements right here. Also, I don't have a mixer, which is a bit frustrating because they have those beautiful shiny mixers. Someday I'm gonna get one and I'm gonna flex on all of you. I'm gonna be like, look at my mix. Actually, I'm not even gonna flex on anyone because I feel like everyone has mixers. Why does everyone have KitchenAid? Do you know what really annoys me? Those YouTubers and celebrities who have incredible kitchens with like marble tabletops and they just never cook or bake in them. You even need that nice kitchen. No, you're never even cooking or baking, just delivering Uber Eats. I don't even have Deliveroo or Uber Eats where I live. First world problems, I'm very aware. But do you know what, one day I'd love to just get quizzed by Mel and Sue. I just want to talk to them. Oh, she smells insane. What would you make if you could make your dream quiche? Because essentially that's what you can do for these things. I mean, you can do it at home, can't you? You can just make your dream quiche. Now, I love quiche. I've said it once and I'll say it again. Quiche does not get enough street cred and I don't know why. Okay, what we're going to do now is, you know when the presenters approach you and they're like, so what are you making? And then it goes into the little illustration. We're going to cut to that now.
Grace will be making a breakfast quiche. All of the good parts of the bagel in the pastry with some seeds and flavourings, with the smoked salmon and watercress filling, just like you would have on a Sunday morning in your bagel.
I'm going to roll it out now, put it in the pastry case, and then I'm going to put it in the fridge for half an hour before it goes in the oven to blind bake. All the seeds in there. It's lovely, lovely jubbly. Time to roll. Now this is where it can all go a bit peaked on. Everything kind of just goes out of your head. Obviously it shrinks when you put it in the oven. There is our pastry and we have made that in 10 minutes. So that is gonna go in the fridge now for half an hour. I'm gonna prepare the filling and once it's chilled, we're gonna blind bake this. Filling is just gonna go in, we're gonna whisk it. I'm gonna use soya, obviously. Right, they're coming over, oh my gosh. Oh, stop, you're so off-putting with those blue eyes. Always have your spatula to hand. I love me a spatch. Right, that bit's done. And now we need to get our watercress, which is gonna go on the base of the pastry. I've never actually tried watercress, but should I try it? Hot and peppery. It literally tastes like leaves from the great outdoors. My dad said that he used to have watercress and Marmite sandwiches, which actually sounds quite disgusting to me, if I'm honest with you. That could be the start. I should have done like a Marmite quiche. That would have been fun. Kind of on the timing schedule here, so let's break down. Got our pastry case here and I'm gonna blind bake it for 20 minutes and take it out and blind it for another 5 minutes. So that's going into the oven now. Fingers crossed it actually does what we want it to do. Now we all know my oven is temperamental. Okay, so whilst that is in the oven, I'm actually going to start challenge 2. And now in Bake Off, obviously they stagger it. I don't actually have anything to wait for because it's literally, I've done it all and we've got an hour and 30 to kill. And I'm not one to sit around wasting time. So we're going to crack on with challenge 2. And I've put a 2-hour timer on for this part of the challenge. So for challenge 2, it is the technical bake, which I feel like is where the most calamities happen because they just present you with the recipe, not with the full ingredients. I would like to know how much of the method they include because I'm so intrigued, like to what degree. However, for me, I have just given myself the ingredients and temperature. I'll try and work it out myself. I don't know if I'm gonna work it out or not, but I believe in myself, so we're gonna start 2 hours on the clock now to make a tart au citron a la Mary Berry's recipe. I am not taking this seriously enough. Okay, so we need 100 grams of butter.
So Grace, what's going through your mind right now?
I'm just thinking about how much I'd like to start an ice cream van. I'd love to have an ice cream van. Although doesn't it get really hot in ice cream vans? Grace, what have you done? Just gone over by a few grams. It's fine because I'm just gonna pinch it out. What's gonna happen with Bake Off this year? Because obviously everyone's in quarantine. I wonder if they'll... I am happy to volunteer on behalf of the nation and just do a one Grace show from my very home.
I think that would be more of a scandal than Bake Off's bin gate.
Oh gosh, I should have probably looked at the recipe. I don't want this to all go to poop because I haven't got a recipe. Not to flex on all of you, but I've met Mary Berry twice. The first time was a book signing. Grace, can you insert the picture here now, please?
Got it, boss. I'll insert the pic now. Just look how happy I am. I look like I'm having the best time ever.
And then the second time, technically I didn't meet her the second time, but she was at one of my baking conferences that I went to. I mean, it's an absolutely beautiful pastry though. Let myself have credit where credit is due. Is it going to be so thin? Is there going to be enough filling? No. I know that I would be trying to teach everyone TikTok dances in the time we're waiting for the oven. That's an alright pastry case, so I'm going to put that in the fridge now. 9 minutes. So we're on track for the 2-hour cake. 2-hour lemon tart. Whilst that's in the fridge, we're going to make our filling. Now I'm a bit dubious about this filling because I'm wondering if it's like a lemon meringue pie where you make like a curd on the hob, or if we just put everything in there kind of more like a quiche. I'm going to go for put all the ingredients in there like a quiche, purely because I think in a lemon meringue pie you've got the egg whites on top, so it won't cook. You don't want to get the pith because that's what makes it go tart. Everyone thinks that you need to like zest to the nines, but once you see white, stop zesting because then it goes really, really bitter. I'm just going to have to juice it straight into here and pick out the pips. That's the quiche. We've got 1 hour 9 left for the quiche, and all we've got to do is bake it with its filling. So we whisk those up and then we add that. The other part of the filling, I'm presuming, unless you're supposed to like whip up the egg whites and make a curd, and then we put our filling. Nope. We should have filled it. Nope. See, there it's going. I don't know how I'm gonna get this in the oven. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do this. Right, Grace, come on, think. Bake for 30 to 35 minutes. We have an hour. Okay, we're good.
You keep telling yourself that, sweetie.
Okay, so the lemon tart pastry case is about to go in. She's ready. We've got the quiche in here. We're gonna put the lemon tart guy in here. I'm currently feeling quite confident. Just a little bit confident now, because anything can happen in that oven. We have a really temperamental oven in our house. Like it's all gonna go wrong. But I'm just here for the good vibes and the memories, you know? That thing that I thought might happen in this oven, it's got 8 minutes left until it's been 30 minutes. And it looks like it's going a bit too brown in there. I don't know if you can see. It doesn't look very quiche-y. And then our lemon tart is in the other oven, still being brown baked. So I have no idea how that's going. Okay, lemon tart has had 20 minutes. Okay, technically the quiche has had 30 minutes. I'm just gonna stick a chopstick in. I just don't know. I'm gonna give it an extra 7 minutes, I would say. And now we have got our pastry case for the lemon tart. Okay, we have 24 minutes left on our countdown for the quiche. And I think we're gonna be on track, so I'm not worried about that. Tin foil over my quiche.
To be honest, quiche doesn't even sound like a real word anymore.
Put it in for an extra 10 minutes. I don't know, you've done wound up. Oh. Okay, I'm putting it back in for another 10 minutes. A flipping lemon tart, the pastry case is getting burned. But how can I just cover the pastry case? I might actually make a little like thing. But okay guys, we've got 3 minutes, so I'm just gonna take it out. I'm just gonna take it out. It's still so jiggly, but okay, our quiche is done with 2 minutes to spare. Countdown. Oh no, where's the timer? I've lost the timer. I've just lost it. I don't know how much longer I have. Oh no. I don't know how much longer I have. Definitely on track for it to be done though. I don't know, it would obviously needs to jiggle still. Okay, it's time to take the lemon tart out, but I don't really know what's happened here. I don't know what it's still jiggling. Why have you done that? Ow, my thumb. This flipping looks like a quiche. It doesn't even look like a lemon tart. Hey, don't come for me, all right? I've never made a lemon tart before. So I am not feeling so confident after the old lemon tart debacle. But I'm onto the Bakewell tarts tomorrow, and it's a recipe that I feel like I know well. So hopefully it will get me back on track, feeling more confident. Okay, now we're ready for our last challenge of the day. I won't lie, I feel knackered, but they obviously do it split over 2 days, so they do the first 2 things on the first 2, and the last thing on the last day. And this is actually quite an easy challenge. They have to make 24 miniature tarts. A trademark of mine is overcomplicating things. I make it way more difficult than it needs to be. It doesn't actually have a time limit for this one, but I'm gonna do 2 hours like it was for the lemon tart. I just feel that's an appropriate time. And I'm gonna keep it so simple. I'm just gonna do mini Bakewell tarts. I have this tin here. They're gonna be really cute, and I'm hoping they're gonna be uniform. This is exactly 24. Set timer for 2 hours, please. I feel like I've picked the easiest week. It's not even, you know, like a chocolate showstopper. Man, I would suck at that, quite frankly. Make that breadcrumbs. I'm not even looking, I'm a professional. Only use the tips of your fingers because the palms can get really warm. That's just for Sophie, that looking. There's absolute mess everywhere, but got to roll it out, babe. Okay, I need more flour, Okay, why am I rushing? I rushed everything. I don't even know if this is gonna make 24. No, that's so messy. Oh, that is perfect. Okay, right, you're perfect. You are perfect, man. Do you know what could have been so nice? White chocolate raspberry tarts. Okay, so we've got the tarts. I'm gonna put them in the fridge just whilst I make the filling. And I don't think we're actually gonna blind bake because they're small. I think we're just gonna bake them all together. I am feeling a bit more stressed about this one. I think because the lemon tart didn't go quite as planned, but I'm gonna have to really prove myself with the Bakewell tart. But then at the same time, I'm really worried that I haven't done enough. Like, I feel like I haven't been inventive enough. I hope that my quiche will have done enough to prove that I deserve to be here. I feel like I'm gonna blind bake them. The thing is, then they're gonna puff up, and I'm not gonna blind bake them. I don't know what to do. Okay guys, I haven't even cleaned up, don't judge me, but we're just gonna go in with a little bit jam on the bottom. This is a raspberry strawberry jam because actually that's all we had. And now we're gonna go in with the frangipane. Guys, I just realized I probably should have blind baked them. Then we're gonna top off each one with flaked almonds. Here we go, they're looking okay. Oh, I don't know. And we're gonna put them in the oven. They're a bit burnt. I think a little bit of icing can't solve. Actually, I'm gonna do the great reveal later. Oh, we've done this in plenty of time. Now I'm gonna let them cool in the tin for a bit. Okay, I'm so glad I didn't blind bake them because they're... Okay, I need to put them. Hey! Oh my gosh, I'm so happy we actually have 24 and they're all even. Nice and brown on the bottom. See, very brown on top. But we knew from the offset that my oven is problematic. We knew that. Maybe if I had a better oven, then they wouldn't have burnt. They are done. Okie dokie. So I've just made a little glacé icing. And I'm gonna drizzle. I feel like I shouldn't have done the icing. It makes it look a bit bad. I have the 24 mini Bakewell tarts. I mean, not the best thing ever, but...
So after all 3 bakes, I'd say I'm feeling a bit wobbly about my place in the competition because obviously our oven, if you've watched any of my videos before, my oven is very, very temperamental. It doesn't like to bake things evenly. It burns the top but keeps the middle raw, things like that. So feeling a bit dubious because obviously the Bakewell tarts didn't come out
strong. See how it goes. Hopefully they'll see they have potential. So we have the quiche. This is what it looks like on the inside. It's got a crispy pastry. Like it might be nice. I'm not sure entirely. There we go. It's not a soggy bottom. First taste. Here we go.
Nice.
It's a shame you don't get much of the crust coming through. The watercress is nice, you know. I didn't think I'd like watercress, but I like it. View on my half of the quiche is I didn't actually like the pastry, but I did like the inside. I really enjoyed the inside. Now, what do you think? My Paul Hollywood.
It was a bit salty, but that might be the fish rather than the pastry, or rather than the recipe. There's something missing a little bit from the texture of the quiche. Very meaty, like fishy meaty, which was good. It may be because you didn't
Dairy free.
Maybe.
What would you
I liked it otherwise.
What would you give it out of 10?
7.
I thought it'd be a 7. There you go. Onto the other bakes. Okay, here. Oh, you're not using a knife. Macaroni.
It's looking like a macaroni cheese pie.
I think you need a
A
knife.
bit like a cheese.
Why has it done that then?
One of my favourite things is when my bakes don't go right, because then I can research and find out what happened, and then I know for next time and it won't happen again. So basically, I left the lemon and egg mixture to sit before I poured it in the pastry tart, and the lemon juice actually denatures the egg, so it changed the whole texture of the egg when it got baked, which was so annoying, but I've learnt my lesson.
It doesn't look too bad in there, does it?
Tastes nice.
Oh, it tastes nice. It doesn't
A little
taste.
bit granularly.
I wonder why. I'm gonna have to research.
No, I mean curdy.
I'm gonna try this lemon tart. The flavour is great. I'm not gonna lie.
It's all
flavour's
done with
nice.
dairy free. But what you need to do now is make it with,
Real and see if I
Dairy.
smash it.
and I bet you'll smash it.
Oh, I hope so, because I feel a bit disappointed in that. That is a great flavour. I think Paul would love, that is so punchy. I like the flavour. So if that texture was good, that would be a solid 10, wouldn't that? No, I do like that actually. You would like this, zesty and tangy. Dad is having a Bakewell tart. I'm intrigued what you think about this puppy.
Nice.
Yeah? Okay, good. Phew. We redeemed ourselves on the Bakewell. Although I'm not gonna lie, this lemon tart, I'm having another slice. I really like that. Don't care about the scrambled egg vibes. Just trying to Bakewell tart now.
That was close. Give it you. 2 waters, 1 tea.
I'm feeling really happy that they enjoyed the bakes. Obviously lemon tart could be better, but we'll work on that. I didn't follow a recipe at all, so that's what we can expect when we don't follow recipes, but I'm ready for another episode.